So we saw in our last class that is fractions and decimals. In that we completed fractions. Is it right, children? Are you practiced that? Okay, I thought you all practiced. See here in your fractions we saw that is proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. Okay, so in your proper fraction, so there is a number that is numerator which is less than the denominator. Is it right? Okay, so then in a improper fraction we have the numerator which is greater than the denominator. So everything we have, okay, if it is the numerator is less than denominator or greater than denominator, and which is not exactly divided by the denominator. So in these fractions, okay, in these fractions we have a quotient as a decimal form. We have a quotient as a decimal form. That is, the numerator is less than denominator, or the numerator which is not exactly divided by the denominator. In these fractions, okay, in these conditions we have a decimal as a quotient. Okay, decimal as a quotient form. Okay, in a quotient there is a decimal form of quotient we are getting. Okay, so then let us see, we have a decimal number. In a decimal number we have three parts. In a decimal number we have three parts. Okay, so what are the parts? Decimal numbers we have three parts. Okay, in a decimal numbers we have three parts. What are the parts? First part is integer part. Integer part. And then decimal point. Decimal point. Okay, and then third one is decimal part. Decimal part. Okay, see, integer part, decimal point and decimal part. So three parts we have in a decimal number. Okay, let us take one example. Okay, so that is 23.45. Okay, after the decimal point, the decimal part we have, so that you can read by the separate numbers. Don't say it is a 23.45. Okay, we can read it as 23.45. Okay, if you have 4 digits also, see 4503. Okay, don't say 23.4503. Okay, you say 23.4503. Okay, let us take an example for 23.45. Okay, 23.45. So here we have three parts. In a decimal number we have three parts. What are the three parts? Integer part. Okay, integer part, decimal point and decimal part. Okay, so this is integer part. Okay, the left side of the decimal point you have an integer part, and the right side of the decimal point you have a decimal part. Okay, so this is decimal point. This you can say is a decimal point. Okay, so now example 23.45. Okay, so here this decimal number, it starts integer part. This is in ones place, and this is tens place, and you have another more number, this is hundreds place. So as like whole numbers. Okay, and in decimal part, so this decimal part as started it as tens class, tens, T-N-T-H-S, tens. Okay, don't say tens, T-E-N-S, tens place in integer part, tens place in integer part, tenth, T-E-N-T-H-S, tens place in decimal part, and then it is hundreds, H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H-S, hundreds part, and as I said, another more number is thousands place. Okay, so like this you can write in the place of fractions, like as a fractions, 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 4 into 1 by 10 and 5 into 1 by 100. Okay, so another number is there, means 1 into 1 by 1000. Okay, 1 by 1000. Here 3 into 1, 2 into 10, 1 into 100. But here by the we can write as in the fraction form. Okay, so understood, children? Okay, so then we move on to the conversion of an integer. So how to convert this decimal form into integer? Okay, how to convert this decimal form into integer form? That is a whole number form. Okay, so we can multiply. Okay, we can divide this. So we can multiply. So how to multiply? We can multiply the number which is given to 1. Okay, so this number, see 23.45, which it can multiply by a number 1. Okay, a number 1, and the zeros as follows by how many decimal numbers are present in the given number. Okay, see here the number which is multiplied by the number and as followed by the zeros. Okay, the number which is given, okay, this is multiplied by 1 as followed by the zeros. How many decimal numbers are present in the given number? Okay, so here we have how many numbers? 2 numbers. Is it right? So here we want to multiply 1 into as follows to the 2 zeros, that is 100. Okay, so 23.45 is multiplied by 100. We have 2345. Okay, if you want a decimal part, okay, so we have to divide 100. We get a 23.45. Okay, so as we are dividing it by 1000, we get, see how many zeros are there, we can take that much decimals here. Okay, here we have 2 zeros, so we can take 2 decimals numbers. Okay, so here if we have 3 zeros, means we can take 3 decimals, 1, 2 and 3, so 2.345. Understood children, the reverse action here. Okay, so here we are multiplying the decimal number to 1, and how many decimal parts are there? No, how that much zeros as follows here. Okay, so here we have 2 numbers, means 2 decimal part numbers, we have 2 zeros. If there is a 3 decimal part numbers, we have to write 3 zeros there. Okay, so as followed by the 1. Okay, so if we have to write in decimal part, so we have to divide it by 1000 or divided by 100. So how many zeros we are dividing? So that much decimals we are getting here. Okay, understood children? Okay. To convert an integer to decimal number, write the integers as numerator as followed by 1 as denominator with respect to the zeros, with respect to number of zeros required for a decimal part. Okay, so we want a integer. Okay, we want a integer means, okay, so we want a integer, we can conversion into decimal form into integer form. We are converting decimal form into integer form. Okay, so this decimal form into integer form, so we are multiplying by 1 and as followed by the how many zeros, as followed by the zeros as how many decimal numbers we have. Okay, so and we want a decimal form from a integer form. Okay, so decimal form from a integer form. Okay, so from integer form to decimal form, we want to write the integer as a numerator, and we want to write a 1 in a denominator, and how many as followed by the zeros. Zeros are how many decimal points we want, that much zeros we have to write in the denominator. Okay, understood children? So these are the 2 parts of conversion of decimal part into integer part and integer part into decimal part. Okay, so if you want an integer part from a decimal part, means we want to multiply. Okay, and we want integer part to decimal part, means we want to divide. Okay, numerator and denominator we can write it as. Okay, understood children? Okay, and then addition and subtraction of the decimals. Addition and subtraction of the decimals. So as same as the normal addition and subtraction, we have to write the integer part under the integer part and decimal part under the decimal part. That is, we have a decimal point, no? So that point must be matching as this. Okay, so here we can take 2 numbers as examples. See, 9.35 and 46.34. Okay, 46.34. See here we have 3 numbers here, but here 4 numbers. How to write? See here the the integer part. So 9.35, the first three, okay, and we have to write 46.34. See here, 9 is an integer part, 9 is an integer part, and 35 is a decimal part. So the decimal part of this number is 34, okay, so 0.34, and the integer part of this given number is 46. So you have to write 46. So you have to write to here 0. Okay. So now you can add as the same as the addition. So here we are adding. So 5 plus 4, 9. 3 plus 3, 6. 9 plus 6, 15. 5. Balance 1. So 4 plus 1, 5. So 55.69. Okay. So this is the addition of the decimal part. Okay. And as the same, you have the subtraction also. You have to subtract it same. Okay. So subtract 21.98 from 39.87. See 21.98 from 39.87. 39.87. See this 21.98. This number we want to subtract it from 39.87. Okay. So first you have to write 39.87. 39.87, and this has to minus. That is 21.98. See 21 as an integer part and 98 is a decimal part. 98. Okay. 21.98. Okay. So we have to minus, subtract it 21.98 from 39.87. Okay. So here you have 8. So this is bigger than the number 7. So you have to borrow it from the another number. Okay. Before number. So here we are cutting 8 and it is given as 1. So 17. Okay. So you have to write here 17. But here the balance is 1 is given to 7. So here the balance we have 7. Is it right? So this much you have to complete it first. Then 17 minus 8. So 17 minus 8 you have 9. Okay. Then here also you have in the second number 9 and here you have 7. So 7 is less than 9. 7 is less than 9. So you have to borrow it from here. Okay. So here you have 9. So 1 is given to 7 and here you have 8. So 17 minus 9 again. 17 minus 9 you have 8. Okay. So the balance dot. Okay. Decimal point. And then 8 minus 1, 7 and 3 minus 2, 1. So you have the answer 17.89. Okay. So as the same as the subtraction of whole numbers, here also in decimal numbers also you have the same subtraction method, but you can write the numbers carefully. So the integer part as write under the integer part and the decimal part write under the decimal part. Okay. So that is the thing you keep it in your mind. Okay. So while subtracting and addition of the decimals. Okay. Then comparison of decimals. How to compare the decimal numbers? So can we compare, that is 3 and 4 whole numbers. We are taking 3 and 4. So which is greater and which is lesser? Okay. We can say this 3 is less than 4. Okay. 3 is less than 4 and 4 is greater than 3. Okay. And we are taking 2 digits or 3 digit numbers 17 and 54. Okay. We are taking 17 and 54. So which is greater than and which is less than? 17 is less than 54. Okay. 17 is less than 54 and 54 is greater than 17. We can write easily. So as the same here also we can take by the decimal numbers, comparing of decimal numbers. We can compare these two numbers only now. So that is 21.98 and 39.87. Okay. So here, okay, we can take these two numbers and okay, 21.98 and into 39.87. So first we can change this into whole numbers and we can compare or otherwise. Okay. So we can convert into whole numbers, that is integers means what we can do here, we want to remove this decimal point. So how to remove this decimal point? We want to multiply it by 1 as followed by the zeros. How many zeros we want to write there? 1, by the decimal numbers which is present in the given number. How many decimal numbers is here? 2 decimal numbers. So we want to multiply it by zeros. So 2 zeros, that is 100. Okay. So 21.98 into 100, that is equals to 2198. And we are multiplying this also by 100. Why? Because of we have 2 decimal numbers. Okay. So that is 3,987. So we have, which is greater than, see, 2,198, which is less than 3,987. Or otherwise we can compare the numbers which is in the integer part. Okay. So we can do this by this method. This is one type of method. Okay. So the another method is we can compare the numbers which is in the integer part. Okay. So 21.98 and 39.87. Okay. Here we can compare the numbers in the integer part. See here, the first number of integer part is 22 and the second number of in the second decimal number we have the first number of this is 3. Okay. So now see, 2 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3. So we can write 21.98. If the first number of these two numbers are same, okay, if you have the first number of these two numbers are same, means we can move on to the another number. 1 is 1 and 9. Okay, which is less than 1 is less than 9. Okay, so like that. So if the first numbers, both the first numbers are same, means we are moving into the second number. If the first number is different, means we can compare by the first number itself. Okay, so 21.98, which is less than 39.87. Okay, see here also 2,198, which is less than 3,987. As the same now, the answer has the same by the two methods. If we can convert this into integer, there is whole numbers, and then we can compare, or we can compare by the first number of the decimal numbers. Okay, so these two are the methods we are comparing the decimal numbers. Okay, children, and then we move on to the expanded form of decimal number. So in expanded form, we want the numbers. Okay, here I told that is the first number integer, it is started from 1's place, and the decimal part it starts from 10's place. T and THS, 10's place. So that 10's place we can write by the 1 by 10, 1 by 100 and 1 by thousands like that. Okay. So let us see expanded form of decimal numbers. Okay. See expanded form. Expanded form of decimal numbers. So to expand a decimal number, the digit places integer part multiplied with position of the digits, and the digit place in decimal part that also multiplied in their positions and add them. Okay. So and add the numbers which is given in the positions. So example 253.417. Okay. So 253.417. I told already in an integer part, we have starts from the ones place. See, it is ones, tens, hundreds. Okay, but in decimal place, there starts from tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So how to write this in a expanded form? See first. Okay, 2 into 100. So 2 into 100 plus ones, tens and hundreds. But in decimal part, it is new for you. That is tens, hundreds and thousands. Tens, hundreds and thousands. There is no ones in decimal place. Okay. So 2 into 100 plus 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1 plus. Again we are adding here. Okay. Don't do any this one. So here we want to add here. Okay. So plus 4 into 1 by 10. Okay. 4 into 1 by 10. First place of decimal part is 1 by 10. So 4 into 1 by 10 plus 1 into 1 by 100 and plus 7 into 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000. This is the expanded form of the decimal part. This is the expanded form of decimal numbers. Okay. So how to write the decimal expanded form of decimal number? You know this now. And write the decimal form of a given expression. So how to write the a decimal form of the given expression? Like this expression it is given means how to write in the decimal form. Okay. What is the given expression? Let us see. 2 into 1000 plus 3 into 10 plus 5 into 1 plus 1 into 1 by 10 plus 8 into 1 by 100. Okay, this is the given expression. Okay, so this we can write it into the decimal form. So how to write? See, 2 into 1000. So 2 is in thousands place. There is no hundreds expression. No, in the expression there is no hundreds place. So we can write as 0 and tens place 3 and ones place 5. Okay, point. Okay, then we have 1 into 1 by 10. So in decimal part we have starts from 1. Okay, tens place is 1 and hundreds place is 8. Okay, there is a decimal form of the given expression is 2035.18. 2035.18. Okay, so understood children? Okay, so based on this you have exercise problems. So try it yourself in your rough notebooks. Okay, so there is a greater or lesser exercises there, and then so expressing the decimal forms are there and expressing the integer form is also there. Okay, so expressing kg is also there. The conversion of units are very important. Okay, so now I am telling about the conversion of units. Okay, so that is 100 paise equals to 1 rupee. Okay, these are all you know. I think see 100 paise. 100 paise equals to 1 rupee. Is it right, children? Okay, so in 1 rupee we have a 100 paise. Okay, and then we have in time we come into timing part. Okay, so that is 60 seconds equals to 1 minute. Okay, and 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. Okay, so these are the conversion of timings. Okay, that is 60 seconds equals to 1 minute and 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. Okay, so then 100 centimeter equals to 1 meter. Okay, 100 centimeter equals to 1 meter. Okay, and 1000 meters equals to 1 kilometer. 1000 meters equals to 1 kilometer. Okay, and then 1000 grams equals to 1 kg. 1000 grams equals to 1 kg. Okay, as the same liters also you have. Okay, so you have like these units, conversion of units. Okay, that is 100 paise equals to 1 rupee, 60 seconds equals to 1 minute, 60 minutes equals to 1 hour, and 100 centimeter equals to 1 meter, and 1000 meters equals to 1 kilometer, and 1000 gram equals to 1 kg. Okay, so based on this you have a exercise problems. Let us solve one thing. Okay, for you. That is, it is given in rupees. You have to write in the decimal form of that. See, 7 paise. 7 paise is given to you. Okay, this you can write in a decimal number. How to write a 7 paise decimal number? So you have 100 paise equals to 1 rupee. Okay, so Okay, 0.07. So how to write this point? So 7 paise. So 7 paise is divided by 100 paise. So you can divide this 7 by 100. You get, see, 1, 2 zeros are there. So you can write it in a 2 decimal part numbers. So here you have in the numerator you have only one number. So you have to write 0 in before the given number. So 0.07. So now you have two decimal numbers in the decimal part. Okay. So understood how to write. Then it is given as 77 rupees 77 paise. Okay. So it is given 77 rupees 77 paise. Okay, so what is given in here? Rupees. So rupees you have write as it is, and in paise you can divide it by. So you can divide it by 100. Why? Because in rupees you have to write 1 rupee, 2 rupees as it is. Okay, you can divide it by 1. So we have as it is the 77. Okay, and we have to divide this as 100. Okay, so 77 by 100 we are getting two decimal numbers. Two numbers you have here. So it is divided by 77 by 100. See here, you have two zeros are there. So you have two numbers are here. So before that you have you kept it as a decimal point. Okay, you kept here decimal point. So you have 77.77 paise. Okay, 77.77 paise, or you can write it as 77.77 rupees. Okay, so you have write like that. So you have like this. You have an exercise problems. So try it yourselves in your rough notebook, and I'll send the notes through WhatsApp. Cross check your answers and write out neatly in your class book, children. Okay, thank you.